Okay, so that was like 3 hours of videos, seriously. Like, some of my inventions, they seem like science fiction, right? So it's like, oh, you can make a good science fiction movie out of this or something. But I just spent 3 hours listing inventions and ideas. You know what I mean? Like, where's the room for a movie? Like, seriously, it's crazy how much you could do. But especially in like a movie where you don't have to just talk about everything and explain everything like that. But so this one I got some more, and this is all I have written down for now. So we'll see, unless I think of anything. This is all I have written down. Maybe if I do something in my house, I'll try to give you guys the same thing so you have an idea of what's going on. But so discovering karma and better karma. So basically, there's a bunch of karmas out there, but there's like older karmas that rat on even more people than this other karma. Then there's this other karma that even rats on like God and all these other type of people. Like, so there's all types of karmas out there. There's some like local ones for us and stuff like that too. But if you get better and stop looking at the local ones, like you're forced to look at the local ones, but if you look at the ones that rat on like the people that rat on everybody, those are the better ones, the older ones. So there's one that rats on the farmer. The farmer is the one that theoretically planted us here. He's got dinosaurs and stuff, so like realistically, like back when we first were put here, he was the one that put us here theoretically. So technically, he breeds us. So there's this karma that rats on him, that turns us into like crazy chickens and stuff like that for him breeding us. You know what I mean? Kind of all act like we got our like a chicken with our head cut off, or like we got this attitude where we don't want to be here. You know what I mean? We're like all like you know, we're kind of like that. That's the karma ratting on us that tells you you're not supposed to breed. So anyways, what I discovered is because the farmer himself is in tune to this karma, and this karma is talking to him and stuff, like his civilization is actually in tune to this, and you can make like do not breed ideas and like products and like theories and philosophies and experiments, and they will sell there. You know what I mean? Like people are actually in tune to the same ideas, whether they're actually doing it or not. And there's room for it to grow because they're still breeding, right? So when you discover these karmas that people are supposed to do, there's always like a market there for it as well. So some of the other things, um, oh yeah, so some of the other ones I have are like the environmentally friendly. We making environmentally friendly products. Being like environmentally friendly is like a technology to itself. Being good at like not breeding is like a technology to itself. And like the max parameters inside out and backwards, you know, maxing out the parameters is a technology into itself. And what I do with it, I collect these like ideas, these environmentally friendly ideas, these karma ideas, and like these observations people have, and I turn them into technologies, and I apply them to all my products and all my sciences and all types of stuff. So like they're like really a core technology to themselves. So that's, I just thought I'd reiterate that, and how discovering karma and how discovering like ways of, you know, better behaving better. That's the thing about behaving better. Like there's always better ways to behave. Even when you behave good, there's better ways to be than even that. There's even better ways. Like you can get even better, and you can get even better than that, and even better. And it just keeps on going on how good you can actually be, right? And how many people and things you can actually help and be appreciated by, and so forth. Like where being bad is like kind of like banging your head on a brick wall. Like it doesn't really go that deep. It's very shallow water. It doesn't go that far. So okay, this one's about Bling Bling. I don't know. Bling Bling thinks he's black. So Bling Bling's got this thing where somebody mentioned white people in his presence, and he informed them that they shall not mention the devil's name in his presence. Around here, they call them non-N words. or because Nizant is also maybe a Bling Bling thing, maybe he calls them Nizants. But anyway, and that skit that I came up with, non-N words, and he thinks he's black. so so if you've ever seen my karma pictures and stuff, like I got famous for playing with these karma pictures with the afterlife, and it led to playing with karma pictures from like beyond the afterlife, from like whether it's heaven or whether it's wherever you want to call it, as it keeps like our path keeps going. And anyway, we were able to, you know, play with them a little bit and communicate with karma pictures a little bit. If you ever get to see my karma pictures, you'll understand like why I got so famous all of a sudden 13 years ago or whatever, 14 years ago, or 13 and a half years ago, or 12 and a half years ago, or whatever it was, because they were crazy. Like, I've tried to show them to the people in my house, but like you need to be doing research on karma to even be able to, and you need to have like a gauntlet. Exactly, you need to have like a particleized gauntlet of tissue paper sensitivity all over the place, studying karma to even get these pictures to transcribe properly. So that's the other thing. These were like done with real karma, and that's why they look so impressive and stuff like that, because we were like secretly studying karma as well. But so anyway, so I was so famous that I got this group of people that would do anything to be in my club, or to be, you know, in my whatever, my group that I'm going to eventually be in later when I get there and stuff. So it was like I used to come up with all these stupid prank, like get away from me sort of things, because they're inside your head. They have a machine head inside your head, and I discovered that. And when you discover it, all they do is harass you. You know what I mean? Because they can't speak to you properly. They have to go through these machine head routines, and they can't actually speak to you. And all it is like pure harassment all the time. So I'm always lipping them off and stuff. And but anyway, so I got like these college lesbians to tell the group of guys that they need to bang their dicks against a brick wall. And the harder they bang their dicks against the brick wall, the more calloused and strong their dick will be. And soon they'll be a brick dick, and then they'll fuck them. So you actually have some guys that are real brick dicks, apparently, in real society. Some guys that actually bang their dicks against the brick wall because of me. We have a guy that's eaten poo and will eat poo in front of you because of me. He's gotten famous for eating poo. And got guys who torture themselves. That's how we actually run hell, is like we torture ourselves worse than we torture you. And that's like one of the rules that we have in hell, is that we want to get the superpowers that you get from torturing people and not giving to you. So we torture ourselves worse. So, but we also have like normal guys like us that just torture themselves, literally. And I secretly run a socially evolved hell. So what that means is, like, when I did my karma pictures, I scared the shit out of everybody, right? And I got them to clean up their hells and stuff like that, and like clean up their behavior, and, you know, scared them into being good, and, you know, listening to God and so forth, because I was playing with God karma and stuff like that. And I can do this really awesome, like, I couldn't kill anyone or anything, but I could scare you. I could scare the living crap out of a lot of people. Like, people would have nightmares because if they actually did do something wrong, then they'd have nightmares and stuff. But so, and plus, these guys have been torturing me for 13 years, so I've been creatively coming up with ways of torturing them back for 13 years, and they've been harassing me with their machine head inside my brain and inside my body, you know, inside my soul, basically. It's just like, been pretty mean back to them, and built up quite a socially evolved hell. I'm anti-machine head, so I'm about taking the machine head out and using it as a healthcare assistant on a machine head, just recording your thoughts, so you can go over your thoughts, and using it as a healthcare assistant. I'm not even really so much as connecting my brain to the internet like some of them do. I don't really. So like we get a shitty machine head that doesn't even work. These guys have a machine head and it works for them, and they read their thoughts and they arrest all the criminals, right? You got this shitty, crappy machine head, and but like, I have technology in taking the machine head out and having more chakra-friendly machine heads and health-friendly machine heads, and there's a universal karma machine that works better. There's a universal machine head, an existential machine head that works better than this machine head as well, especially if you have a crappy one that doesn't work in the first place like we do. So I'm totally anti-machine head, and that's what a lot about hate about me is that, like, I don't like this club that you're supposed to try to get into. I want to take their technology out and send them back to where they came from, and get them to leave me and everybody I know alone. So well, there's that video.